The first step is displaying the total number of cart items on the browser. To do this, you will set up a NextJs application that fetches that number from a GraphQL API. First, bootstrap a new Next.js and TypeScript application using yarn create next app. Now, go to a created folder and start the app in development mode. You will see the default Next.js landing page. Now create a new file inside source called getCardById. In it, you will export a string containing a query to fetch a card by ID from GraphQL. As you see, we're going to ask for the card, pass it an ID, get total items, subtotal, and also items. Next, define a new React hook to fetch the card. Create a new file and name it useCard.ts. It exports a function called useCard that receives an ID and returns a card, null, or undefined. Notice that to communicate with the GraphQL API, it uses a simple fetch call that sends a query and some variables. Depending on the needs of your application, you would use more elaborate ways of communicating with your API, such as React Query, Apollo Client, or others. Finally, display the total items in pages/index.tsx. Import useCard and then call it. Finally, display a simple div that just shows the total items. Don't freak out about the tsignore you will write. You will fix that once you add types for the GraphQL API. In this step, you set up a simple Next.js application that fetches a card by ID. The next step is creating a unit test that verifies that this page correctly works.